Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. In today's late-season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Bears going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. The former Oklahoma Sooner will be leading the charge in his 8th season now under center Sam Bradford.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray is a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Mitch Unrein in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they move.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Goldman in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Ryan Quigley, 5th-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away. Deontay Thompson deep for Chicago. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone, A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Their new quarterback for 2017 leading them out in his 5th year from NC State, Mike Glennon.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down following the run. Glennon. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Coming out of UCLA, Anthony Barr caused many arguments in the NFL. Not about his talent. That was first round all day. But how would he be used? Defensive end, outside linebacker. With Minnesota, they use him in both spots. And he's been a Pro Bowler in 2 of his first 3 seasons.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Glennon. And he's got Miller. Glennon finding Miller there for a Chicago first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Gets it to Bellamy outright. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the number 2 rookie rusher. Heck, the number 2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
I I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he fires one incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Then he locates Wheaton, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Adam Shaheen with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are in for 6. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
And then, that's it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Danny Trevathan. In from his linebacker's spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Bradford on 2nd down. He finds Latavius Murray. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook getting the handoff for Bradford. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll try to throw now. Bradford out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Off the play fake to Cook. Here's Bradford. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right?
It's got to be good.
You tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Michael Floyd with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
He'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They're going to look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Kendall Wright, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now we see the captain of this offense, Sam Bradford. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Vikings are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Bears have come in and look good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's roll those highlights. Sticking with the same drive. Lennon's on target here, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. The Bears up now by 7. Now 1st and 10. Floyd's got nobody around him on the catch, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. The Vikings tie it up at 7. Now to late in the second. Lennon's going to complete the pass, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. That puts them up by a touchdown.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards there, and remember Howard last year 5.2 yards per rush, so right around his average. The only Bears running back that's averaged that many yards per carry in a single season, Walter Payton.
And if Jordan Howard can keep up that type of pace, the city of Chicago will surely embrace him.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down, Bradford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Bradford. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
You talk about a combo that works really well. Sam Bradford, short, dart-throwing quarterback, and Kyle Rudolph able to work the seams inside and make those tough catches.
Now, Rudolph wound up shattering his career high with 83 catches last year, third among NFL tight ends. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Bradford with a give to Murray, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through. And that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Bradford on first down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Now a second down throw for Bradford. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down, Bradford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Bradford again. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Kyle Rudolph doing his job and making another nice catch. Come on, it's the month of December. You knew he was going to be there, right?
I knew you were going to go there. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To the air again with Bradford. It's brought in by Floyd. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
False start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The Vikings on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. On play action, Bradford. And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They go with Howard again. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Give him 30 yards there. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not, you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This will be taken in at the 1. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Mike Glennon now and the rest of this offense heading back out. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another 4th quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Glennon. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Glennon. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Vikings, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.